Yeah, technically I'm a cradle Catholic. I was baptized as an infant in the church, but it wasn't really a household faith. And I started taking Christianity seriously when I was a freshman in college, and kind of went and journeyed through various Protestant traditions, and started reading the Church Fathers, and finally I knew I needed a sacramental and liturgical way of worshiping. I came to understand that the human needs liturgy, needs the sacraments, needs these signs. We're not just brains on a stick, but we worship in an embodied way. And so that drew me into Anglicanism, but I couldn't kind of shake the feeling that I needed something that was closer to what the Church Fathers were talking about. And so your story is different.
It's okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was, he was going to divinity school to become a minister, and he came home one day and said he wanted to become Catholic. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. And it was about a year of him desiring to become Catholic and me saying no. And he was so gracious and just waited for my blessing. And finally I said, okay, you can do this, but the kids and I are not going to do this. But then I was going to Mass with him every week and going and trying to be supportive of what he wanted to pursue. And then just from going to Mass and seeing the liturgy and the Eucharist, my heart started to soften to it. And one day we were at Mass on a Wednesday, and I saw them hold up the Eucharist under the crucifix, and I realized that the blood from Jesus was like going down into the cup, and I was like, this is real. This is the truth, and I don't want to miss out on being a part of it. And I didn't tell him that because that would be I would have to get rid of my stubbornness to tell him that. So instead I read books for about 2 weeks and then said, hey, I think I want to become Catholic. And he said, who are you? Where'd my wife go?
Yeah, at that point I had returned to the practice of the Catholic faith and then been practicing for about a year. So when she told me, and like she said, she was adamantly against it. So when she one day told me that she thought that it was true and you wanted to be Catholic, I was shocked. I was like, well, what happened to you? Yeah.